better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals versus Jimmy Garoppolo and the Buffalo Bills.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They coming off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
The tackle made by Miles.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 12 carries, 121 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
Dalvin Cook. That's good for a...
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Cook out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because
he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Travis Kelce, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona.
Fairbairn set to
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo now, first down throw, incomplete. Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 5 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
14.
They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
A gain of 10.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 50.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Makes the score Cardinals 7. Bills.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's Murray from midfield. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Murray. Flush to his right. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Intercepted by the Bills. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half. And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting. He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
He was brought down at his 49.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
He was brought down.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 43-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. Got a man. It's the rookie Jerry Jeudy. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. 27 yards there. A first down.
1st and 10.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So pick up at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 24, Murray flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 28-yard
from the gun, it's Garoppolo. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now.
22, Derrick Henry.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. To throw is Garoppolo. Screen play, Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And this is caught at the 8. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter. And incomplete on the deep ball. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses...
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. CeeDee Lamb with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is to be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And the Bills first down.
On first down, Garoppolo looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's 10 more there and another first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Garoppolo again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
7 yards.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
It's a gain of 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Again, it's Cook. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
And every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Murray and company going for it on 4th. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they move this all